Okay, perfect. Okay, good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jolene Miller, for anybody on here that doesn't know who I am. And I want to thank you for joining us on this opportunity overview this evening. So I'm going to tell you a bit about myself and how I came to be with this company, and then we'll get into more of the presentation. So I actually heard about these products about 4 years ago from a good friend of mine, and at the time it was intriguing to me because I actually did know a little bit about glutathione, and she said to me, hey, did you know this product actually makes your body produce glutathione? And I was like, really? That's pretty cool. But the timing just wasn't right for me, and I gave her every excuse in the book that I didn't want to do it and I wasn't interested in trying the product. And actually through the last 4 years, I'd actually told other people about the product, but I just kept telling her no every time she contacted me. And then we have been struggling a lot with son at school, and we were a little bit at the end of our rope, and just didn't know what to do anymore. So we booked an appointment and went to the pediatrician, and we're like, we just don't know what to do anymore. Maybe it's time we try some medication. So we did, and we took the medication for 2 days, and my husband and I both said, nope, this was the wrong choice. We did not like anything about it. It made us sad. It made us feel like horrible people that we would do something like that to our son. And so I phoned my friend up and I was like, okay, we need to do this. And so I had purchased some product and we had been trying to take it, but they're pills. And of course, kids have trouble swallowing pills. So we talked to our son and we said, hey, you just need to learn how to swallow these. So he did, actually, in a very short period of time, like a couple of hours, we figured out how to do it. And he started taking it and I started taking it. And honestly, in 10 days, the change was incredible. And my husband looked at me and after talking with our son, and we said, we need to share this with people because it blew us away. So that's how you are here tonight, was because of that experience that we had. And of course, now our whole family takes the product. I experienced amazing results and I continue to on a daily basis. So tonight I have the privilege of presenting with Dr. Sveta, Dr. Sveta Silverman, and I'm so excited about that. And we're going to talk to you tonight about nutrigenomics and biohacking your DNA. And of course, like I said, this has changed my life, but anything we say tonight, we don't aim to cure, treat, prevent, mitigate any diseases. We're just here to share this information with you. So we're going to share some slides and I'm going to get that going and talk a little bit about the company, how we started, where we're going, and hope you enjoy the information. So the company we're with is LifeVantage. And a couple more disclosures for you. Of course, if you choose to take the products, as we're all unique, so are our experiences with the products. A little bit later in the presentation, we are a network marketing company, so we'll be discussing the business opportunity, and any earnings, of course, are not guaranteed. The work you put in is, you'll get the rewards. So LifeVantage began in a lab with a single question. Is declining health something we have to simply accept as a part of getting older? So they discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. A little more studying, and then they discovered that there's actually a way to activate the abilities in our cells. So a little bit about the history, where we started. In 2003, the products became available, and there were some rumblings about them. And in 2005, a little investigative news show decided that they needed to check this out and see if what they were hearing was actually true. So they sent a reporter named John Kionis to investigate if what they were hearing was true. It led to a flurry of media attention, and we are going to watch that video so you can see what happened when that aired.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age, but taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
Pretty amazing, hey? So my friend shared that with me, and that made me a little bit excited. And obviously when that aired, it made a lot of people excited, and orders kept pouring in. So the products were on sale on shelves in pharmacies and supplement stores across the United States. Universities and prestigious medical centers began self-funded research on our product. And you'll hear a little bit more about those from Dr. Silverman. And in 2009, as those products were sitting on the shelves, we had been averaging very small sales per month. And obviously, when your sales aren't large, that's not really great for business. So they were told, hey, your product is a story type of product, so you really need to look at network marketing. And so here we are tonight. This is how we are here this evening talking about this. So I want to point out that what we're doing is actually activating our cells and not really supplementing. And our company is all about changing this space and turning on our body. And we do that through three theories of aging. And Dr. Sveta, sorry, is going to talk to you more about that. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about her for those of you that aren't aware of Dr. Silverman. So she first heard about the company from a cardiologist in the United States. She is a twice trained doctor. She was first a pediatric surgeon in Russia, and after immigrating to Canada, she trained again, and now she's a surgical pathologist. In fact, she is one of the top breast cancer surgical pathologists in Canada. And if you were on the call at the beginning, you'll hear she actually just received a diploma, and she's now a practitioner of natural medicine as well. She's amazing, and she is so passionate about healing our bodies through food and affecting our cells, and there's nobody better to teach you about the science than a doctor of cells. So, Dr. Silverman.
Thank you so much, Jolene. I really like how you call me Sveta, Dr. Svetman. I think I'm going to go with this right now. This is awesome. Because you need to understand one thing, you know, I'm absolutely in awe. This is her first presentation. You know, I just incredible. Anyway, so 2013, I went to the presentation by a cardiologist, but I was brought up to this company by my yoga teacher. That's how I was introduced to LifeVantage in 2013 after my yoga class, after hot yoga class. And I was playing a hotshot doctor, you know, with a stiffer upper lip. So she was telling me about something I never heard. So, but indeed, my take is, it's about health. You know, I lost my mother in 2004 to severe cancer. I lost my father in 2010 to absolutely multiple strokes, taking care of him for well over 20 years after he became paralyzed. So the theory of aging is very near and dear to my heart. So I was on a quest. What do I have to do to protect my genes? So how does it begins with the knowledge, it begins with the studies. So what I've discovered is, as you see, what is called oxidative stress. Next slide, please. So the oxidative stress is a sequela of the stress that we are under, and especially now. Don't kid yourself. Every one of you right now is under stress. The situation that we are in for the last 2+ months is no joke. It's very, very stressful. Now, where does it affect you? It affects you here and there and everywhere. And that is called cellular stress. That is called oxidative stress. And that is going to affect every cell. Don't kid yourself. It doesn't spare any cell. Next one. So the thing is, how do you deal with oxidative stress or cellular garbage? We have an inbuilt mechanism. So the interesting thing about LifeVantage, when it started in 2005, they only knew that it reduces oxidative stress, as you see, by 40% in 30 days. Scientifically, this evidence is proven in the human study. They didn't know the mechanism. So what I was intrigued, and I was absolutely drawn, I wanted Protandim the same day. Why? Because of this. Because I knew about the ingredients. I had no idea in details what oxidative stress was. I had no idea how it operates, the Protandim, but I knew about this. I wanted this in my body. And then I started reading. Next, please. So, you know, I told you that my quest to health started in 2004 with foods. And I am a proponent of health. I teach cellular health through the upregulation of everything. You need to eat right, and then you need to upregulate your cells right. So don't kid me, don't get me wrong. You know, despite that this slide shows that, you know, you need to eat 11 pounds of blueberries. No, you don't. But you still need to eat your blueberries. You absolutely need your nutrient-dense food. You need your vitamins. However, it doesn't work without the tuning your antioxidant production in your cells. That is where Protandim comes on board. Because as you see, again, it reduces your cellular stress by 40% in 30 days and by 45% in 13 days in kininosis. Next slide, please. How does it do it? Well, you know, now before that, so why there are so many doctors and healthcare practitioners are drawn to this concept, drawn to this because there is an incredible volume of science. What separates LifeVantage is 26 peer-reviewed studies on a branded product, not on the ingredients, not on turmeric, not in milk thistle. It is on the branded product, and the studies are published in very reputable journals, like, for example, the journal Free Radical Biology and Medicine. Now, the thing is, the studies were done at Harvard. The studies were funded by American Heart Association and published in one of the most conservative journals of medicine, Circulation Journal. That opens eyes of physicians. Next one, please. How does it do? How does Protandim do? Next one, please. Yes. So that what absolutely blew my mind. So I have discovered the master regulator of cellular health. So what Protandim does, it turns on NRF2, which is a switch. NRF2 is a switch to our vacuum cleaners, our cellular vacuum cleaners. And when you go to the house, when you have compare your dustbuster with your Dyson. So what does your dustbuster do to your house? It does bzzz and no function. It doesn't clean. What does your Dyson do? It cleans your house. That's what Protandim does via NRF2 activation. You know, I'm so passionate about NRF2 science because I have attended 3 out of 5 world conferences, presented at 2 of them. It is exciting when my product represents something that may be the most extraordinary breakthrough in history of health. Next one. Now, so, okay, fine. You clean your house. You clean your car, right? You clean your house. You are the mansion of billions of cells. And taking Protandim is going to clean every cell in your body. Then what do? Let's go back to the analogy of the car. So you clean your car, and then what do? You need to run the car. How do you run your car? You need to start your car, and you need to turn your engine. So imagine your beautiful Ferrari, clean. You just cleaned your Ferrari through and through, polished. $250,000 car, no engine. So the same thing with the cells. Mitochondria is our engine. It's what literally gives us energy. It literally gives us life. Number one, your mitochondria is not going to work if your cells are dirty. Now, we need to understand the second theory of aging is the mitochondria declines with aging and mitochondria becomes dysfunctional. So what do? Next slide. So there are 2 ways to take care of the mitochondria. You know, your car has 1 engine. Awesome. For example, airplane has 4. Thanks God, the airplane has 4 engines. Makes me nervous when, you know, there are small things, they have 1 engine. So our cells have 3,000 to 4,000 little engines. So A, you need to bring the numbers back. You don't want 1,000 when the cell's supposed to have 4. That's your brain cell. That's when you start feeling that your engines are failing you, when you start having a brain fog, or at 2 o'clock you're reaching for coffee or you need a nap. So, and then you are tuning up your engine. You need to boost the function. Every part in that mitochondria need to work. So that's when you bring this guy, which works both ways. Again, simple 5 ingredients, and you know few of them. You absolutely know coenzyme Q10. You know how important this. Some call it a vitamin, some call it an internal factor, doesn't matter. I am sure you've heard of quercetin, especially now. An interesting thing, the similarity between every product in LifeVantage, simplicity and synergy. So those 5 there and those 5 here, it's like a cake recipe. And that's why I do not bake, because I cannot follow the recipe. I cannot measure. So this is the recipe. That's why it turns the mitochondria. It increases the numbers and turn on the function. Next slide, please. So now, the third theory of aging is about some genes and proteins that are called sirtuins. So basically what sirtuins to me, in the simple explanation, it's our zans of the DNA. It calms the DNA. It just calms it because the genes need to relax. Every one of us needs to relax and sleep and get the right amount of sleep. Same thing with the genes. So sirtuins, they are the ones that do it. Now, you need to turn the sirtuins. They're going to be sitting dormant, next slide, if you don't bring up the activity of the third guy, which is called NAD. And this is part of the trifecta, which is called trisynergizer. Again, look at this. Very simple ingredients list. Everybody heard of an olive leaf. And this is an olive leaf extract. And I'm sure you've heard of wasabi. If you go to the Japanese restaurant, you've heard of wasabi. So next one, please. So why trifecta? So next slide. There you go. It is a trisynergizer. No, before. So I call it trisynergizer. No, it's a no joke. And why is it no joke? Because, you know, I'm going to use the word master. NRF2 is a master regulator of cellular health via cellular cleanliness. Let's say NRF1 boosting the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the master regulator of our cellular life. And NAD is not only a master activator of the genes, but it's also a master activator of mitochondrial processes. And their trifecta works as you have to clean the cells. Otherwise, your mitochondria is not going to work. But the intricacy of the cell is that sirtuins turn on NRF2. NRF2 is going to turn on something and bringing another very, very important component, another master, which is called glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. It's a master detoxifier of the cells. Without glutathione, there will not be liver cleaning your body. There will not be brain thinking right. There will not be heart pumping blood properly, and on and on and on. However, glutathione works together with NAD. NAD works together with NRF2. And sirtuins work together with everything else. That's why this is a trifecta. Next slide, please. And that's why they work so well in synergy. I'm not going to, to concentrate on the percentages. Just look at the height of the columns, the blue ones, when you take them together. Next slide, please. Now, I'm not going to go through all the products. You need to understand the concept. The flagship of LifeVantage, as you already heard from Jolene, that was discovered in 2002, aired in 2005, brought to the world in 2009. That's how new we are. That is Pretandum and an NRF2 philosophy. That's why if you want to know more about this amazing stuff, this is an NRF2 skin activation. You eat Pretandum, you turn on your cells, you clean your cells from inside, but it's very hard to bring it to the outside. There is not enough strength and per se blood supply, nutrients to get it to the skin. You need it topically. That's why when we bring this True Science skincare regimen, and now we have an amazing promo, it actually works. Every place where I park, the home office, the work office, every bathroom in my house has this. Because obviously in Edmonton, the environment is so dry. Well, the same applies to the True Science hair care regimen. And I'm telling you, what it did to my hair, it's no joke. Because before, my haircut was every 6 weeks, and then my haircut was every 4 weeks, and now I'm braiding my hair. So, however, I will talk about those two a little bit. The importance of microgut, the importance of microgut and probiotics. And the industry is now is absolutely full of different probiotics. So how do you know which one is a good one, which one is a bad one? So ours is distinct because it has a barrier, it has a protective layer that allows the probiotics, those proper bugs, to get to the colon, to the gut. It is not going to be destroyed in the stomach acid. We have a special barrier that allows 60% penetration. The normal probiotics have 4% penetration. So, and then there's a special delivery, targeted delivery. And the importance in our probiotic is we have 4 species that are going to end up in the small bowel. I have discovered the importance of a microgut in the small bowel. Why small bowel? Because guess where the food is absorbed and digested? Not in the large bowel. The large bowel is our conduit for expulsion. But the small bowel, it's where the food, that's from where we're getting the nutrients. So if the microgut is not working there, if the lining is damaged, then there is no proper absorption. And that is our probiotic. Now, our probiotic also has in there, inundated, the prebiotic, the food for probiotic, as well as another element which actually boosts and enhances the immune system in the gut. That is why our probiotic is really unique. Now, this guy, Axio, I don't know how many of you know about, well, this is a different bottle, but every day I do 2 sticks of Axio. It keeps me hydrated, but what Axio does, and Jolene probably can testify to the importance of Axio in her boy, as well as in herself, what it gives you that calmness that those hyperactive kids need. It gives you focus. It gives you concentration. And, you know, it gives you that some sort, like, you know, that memory. Plus it tastes good. So you want to know more, get together with the person that invited you. For the sake of time, we'll go next. So now, so let me tell you, before I get back to Jolene, who is absolutely amazes me. So why does the doctor do this? Well, because, guys, I just told you. I told you about master regulators of cellular health. And I teach, my mission is, I'm on a mission to teach health to millions, not thousands, millions. I cannot teach health without happy mind, without great foods, without exercise, which I haven't done today, I was working, without proper hydration, and without cellular upregulation. And what we have in LifeVantage, to me, it's a must. When it cleans my cells, when it turns on my cellular engines, when it relaxes my genes, and you're talking about the Russian, so, and then the importance of microgut, it's a second brain, and more and more and more. So to me, it's an essential part of essential part of health. But the thing is, how do we do this? How many people are really going to read the papers like I do, and that research it? You need mouth to mouth. You need that, you know, that you need to teach this. You need to talk about this. But when you talk about this, that brings that concept of that second line business, or for some of us, first line business, because it's called residual income. I work 24 hours a day. And my freedom, I'm looking, Dr. Sveta is looking for He's looking for dream. I have a dream of freedom. I have a dream of a freedom with a freedom. And those type of businesses, when you do it right, with honesty and integrity and love and amazing products, that's what it does it. So thank you, Jolene, for co-presenting today. Thank you for sharing. It's all yours.
Thank you for sharing all of that with us. I really appreciate it. So as you can see, we have amazing products, and like I said, they have done amazing things for us. Like I said, last year has completely changed. It's amazing. So we have a perfect meld. We have a lot of products that do amazing things for our body. And if you're thinking as you were watching, oh my God, I know somebody that I need to tell about this because they really need this, their health, their whatever it is, maybe this is the answer they've been looking for. We have an opportunity where you can work from home or anywhere, which is so appealing to me because my husband works away. I need work where I work from home because we live on an acreage and I have to be there for my kids. We can do this through social sharing, and you get, when you join the business, you get a virtual office. We have minimal business assets, and you don't need to carry any inventory like some companies do, or like they used to do way when networking was in its infancy. So with your business, you get a personal online store. Looks a little bit like this. People can go on a shop, get whatever products they want. And say you had somebody that wanted to get some products, but they're like, I'm confused. I don't know. I'm interested in this and this. You can create their own shopping cart and you can share it with them, email it to them. They just go in through and complete the checkout process. So why LifeVantage and why now? Honestly, most of the United States and Canada don't even know about LifeVantage or our products and what they can do. The wellness industry continues to grow. It's increased over 60% in sales up from 2010 to 2018. And I'm pretty much guaranteed in the last 3 months, that's probably at an even bigger leap. As well, oxidative stress is so studied, over 220,000 studies on oxidative stress, and people are very interested in this and where it's going. So if you decide to join the business, there's different packs that you can join in on. Of course, these packs pictured in our slideshow are the American packs, but we do have similar packs in Canada. And to join the business, you buy a business starter pack, and then you choose the pack that's right for you. I know when you're looking, these are going, oh, I'm not sure what I would get. I can guarantee you're going to use the product. I've gone through more product than I would probably like to tell anybody in the last year. So you can talk with whoever invited you to this if that's something that you're interested in. And of course, when you're thinking about business, you're wondering, how do I make money? Well, with our company, you actually get paid weekly with Smart Start bonuses and launch bonuses. So when you start up, based on your sales volume, your initial orders, actually, you get Smart Start bonuses, 30 to 40%. And then as you start and you grow your business, there's launch bonuses. As well, we get paid monthly on our unit level commissions from every order that is placed. And as you move up, you get generational match bonuses. And as well, there's a elite sharing pool where you actually get a percentage of the money that the entire company makes from work that people have done globally in our company, which is pretty darn amazing. So this is just a little bit of the breakdown of the different ways you get paid. And of course, whoever invited you here can go through that with you in more detail. So we're going to look a little bit at average, what you might earn. These are averages. We are a publicly traded company. We have to release our earnings and everything has to be transparent. So this is average earnings. This one in particular is what an average distributor in the United States would earn. As you can look at a Pro 3, which is sort of our foundational rank, you can earn $626 a month on average, depending on the work you do. And of course, that would be significant money for a lot of people. It could be a car payment, could go towards your mortgage, childcare, whatever it is that you need. As you move up, A Pro 5 here, they're showing 3,107. That's pretty significant. You move up $13,000 a month. As somebody that's self-employed, my husband's self-employed, the idea of earning something like this on a monthly basis when we really don't have anything else to fall back on when our jobs are done or because we're self-employed, that's pretty appealing. So you're wondering, can I do this? I don't know anything about network marketing. I don't want to share. I'm nervous. Well, our company offers amazing support 24/7. We have an easy to follow system. We operate on a 1, 2, 3 system: launch, learn, and lead. We have regular team meetings, and with everything that's going on, they have taken our education online, and we have amazing, amazing sessions every week where we get to learn science, we get to learn information from other distributors from all over. So really amazing. And you can actually invite people to those if they're interested in the business so they can check it out and see what's there. We have regular corporate events and training, which I'm praying that our corporate event this year happens in October. And we have incentives going on all the time to keep you motivated. There's some amazing ones going on right now. And there's a lot of different private support communities as well. And so what would make you want to flip the switch, feel better, and do more? So I'm just going to quickly go through a few amazing things about the company. So this is our headquarters in Utah. Our CEO is absolutely an amazing human being, and he's actually on the board of directors of the Direct Selling Association. We've launched all over the world. We were named one of the best places to work 3 years in a row. Again, more launching. In May of last year, Erin Brockovich, like the Erin Brockovich, was named to our board of directors, which is pretty amazing. She's has a lot of integrity. In 2019, we also got a Stevie Award for our hair care, which is amazing. And if you want to know anything about it, I will talk about that to no end because I have psoriasis and it has done amazing things for my scalp. Again, more launching. We were added to the Russell 3000 index. We've celebrated our 10 years. Our earnings continue to grow. And we have free shipping in the United States and Canada, over 150. One of the biggest things is January of this year, we got to ring the closing bell at NASDAQ. That's a big thing. Companies like Amazon, Google, Facebook have done things like this. We sponsor a soccer team. We're open all over the world and we do amazing things. So as you're going through this, if you decide, hey, I need some more information, there was a couple things we didn't really, I saw some things and I want more information. Hey, that stuff sounds like I really need it. I want to become a customer. Or, hey, that sounds like an amazing business opportunity and I'm looking for something. I want to join the team. You can get back with the person that invited you tonight and talk more about that with them. I want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. I appreciate your time and I hope you all have a great evening.
Fantastic job.